everybody, my name is Rayleigh K. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Rayleigh K. This is Black Everything, and I hope you enjoy. Black shoes, black shirt, black hair, don't care. I need black rings inside, matte black, leather seats, love my black skin. I'm in, we must buy black, motherland. White girls get tans to look like me and my friends. We want it, we need it, buy it, that's a, teach it, learn it, own it, check it. Black everything, black everything, black everything, black everything, hey, black everything, black everything, black everything. Hold up, listen, my pops been woke, taught me all the ropes, black tea, black phone. I can't wait till I get it all black on. Big lips, fat, all real, no cap, stay trill, that's facts. Black kids, follow your black dreams, big things, big scenes. We want black, 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 black everything, black everything, black, 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 black everything, black everything. Come on, put your fist in the air. Hey, if you agree, black everything. Hey, black, 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 black everything. Hold up. Look, we want it, we need it, buy it, that's a, teach it, learn it, own it, check it. We want it, we need it, buy it, that's a, teach it, learn it, own it, check it. This ain't for you. We've been on what you thought. We've been on, say for you. We've been on what you thought. Oh, we coming back. Ain't this what you been waiting for, hating for, debating for, trying to take us out? Ain't you had enough? I put my best dress on just to show all you peons what it look like to be a diamond in the rough. How you gonna live without us? We the ones who God chose. Y'all are really the thugs. I mean, we are the talent and we carry the dreams, and I would be scared too. It looks like black everything. We must play chess, not checkers.
And go to an HBCU, man.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Tpretty Smile in the building. Now I know you're wondering who these gifted, talented, and beautiful ladies at the table. So we about to introduce them, okay? Now we got Miss Glockisha over here, honey. She's a model, honey, ambassador, okay? And we got Miss Rilla K, singer, producer, and songwriter, okay? So I definitely am so happy to have y'all on the show. Like, this really means a lot to me. So let's go ahead, and y'all know I'm going to say it, dive in, like Trey Songz. So I want to ask y'all something. Like, how's it being a woman in the industry? Like, modeling and, you know, singing, like, just being a boss, okay? Like, how is it?
You want me to go first?
Go ahead, girl.
Okay. Being a woman in the music industry kind of sucks, but especially in the field that I'm in, I'm a music producer, and so that's a male-dominated field, and it's like, it sucks. But, you know, creating your own presence in that industry is very necessary. That's something that I've been trying to do. But yeah, it sucks. You can go.
Thank you. So I think it definitely has its pros and cons. A pro would be just being a woman, you do get privileges that others don't get. Opportunities do come your way, I'll say faster. Pretty privilege is a thing. And so that would be a pro. A con would definitely be just having to deal with it being male dominated. That definitely affects us, and you have to just be more aggressive than maybe you are in real life. But it can definitely affect your career and your trajectory, but it's ways around it, you know. Some pros and cons. I think that the way you deal with it is really what's most important, because it's going to be pros and cons anyways, but how you deal with it is what's most important.
So that's another thing. Like, how do you deal with it? Like, with it being like you said, a male dominated role, you know. And I'm sure I always see on TV, or we see it being portrayed, like women have to do this to get here and things like that. So how do you like get away from that? You know what I'm saying? Sense?
Yes, I definitely understand what you're saying. So one of the things that I try to do is, especially when I'm going on shoots or auditions or anything, I just try to be as professional as possible, you know. And I think that cuts out a lot of BS, because if you're on your stuff, you know, then it shows that you're not going to put up with too much, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I definitely think that helps. And then a no for me is just like dating within my industry. I don't do that because I don't want to send any mixed signals. You know, I don't want anyone thinking, oh, you know, she talked to him, so maybe I can get in. Or no. Got
you. Burning bridges. Stuff
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
I don't do it at all because you never know what could come from it. You know what I'm saying? And I want to remain professional at all times. So
that's a good point to make. Yeah. You know, because I think that goes on a lot in the industry, where you see, you know, like people are with somebody else, like, you know, this actor with this person, and then they have a fallout, and then boom, you know, like you got all tabloids and everything out
everywhere.
there. Yeah, and you can't really take that back. You know, it's like just erase 2 years ago. No, you can't do that. We all saw what y'all did. Everybody. Like, you know.
Yes.
So I definitely feel you. You want to say something? Okay?
Yes. So how I deal with my industry is I always study to show myself approved in anything that I do. Because it's male dominated, men think that they know more automatically, and when it's like, sir, I actually am very good at what I do. And so that's how I tackle that.
Okay. Now, how do you feel like that's something that as women we could ever change? Like showing that we're more, you said like some ways we're more advanced than men in certain areas, or what you may know. So it's like, how can we change that narrative, or can it be changed?
I think it'd be easier just creating a whole new industry for women, only because it's tough dealing with egos, you know, all the time. That's why I don't deal with the egos. I just do my own thing, honestly.
Got you.
But I would say create a whole new industry. That's something that I'm working on the side, not really specifically for music, but for, you know, some other things. But here you go.
Okay. Oh, I thought you just go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So I agree with what you're saying, but I also think that there has been some change. Ladies like Michelle Obama, I feel like they've definitely switched it up, because she's shown that you can still be strong, you can still be powerful and be feminine and ladylike. I agree. So I definitely think that times are changing, you know, and that we could continue to change by following role models like her. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think that she's paved a way, especially for black women, to be strong and powerful without being seen as the B word, or you know what I'm saying?
What's up, world? It's your girl, Tpretty Smile, host of Real Raw Let's Talk. So today we're going to talk about getting you on the show. Now, we're already at the best studio in the DFW. That's A-list photography. But along with that, you're getting JFL, who's the best videography and photography in the game. Okay, also with being on the podcast, Terrell Montez, who also is a media influencer, is going to offer you a review at the end, where you're going to get a chance to sit with him, chat with him about being on the podcast itself. So if you need your business promo done, inbox me now. You want a review on the podcast and you want to be on the podcast, inbox me that too, because we got topics to talk about, honey. But are you ready to get real and raw?
So I definitely think that ladies like her are helping and changing.
Okay. Now, you mentioned role models, right? So within your own like industry, because I don't want to say like just women, period, because that can be a lot. So within your specific industry, who are some of y'all role models? like that y'all look up to, rather that's what they do, who they are? Like, who are some people y'all look up to?
Definitely would be Eva. She was on America's
Eva?
Next Top Model.
Girl, yes.
I love her because one of the things that I've faced in my career is that I'm short. You know, I'm only 5'2", and you're not going to see too many models that are 5'2", but I feel like height shouldn't limit what you're able to do. And so I definitely am inspired by her. She's a role model for me because she's short to be a model. I think she's only 5'7". So to be a model, technically that's short. Even though,
really?
Yeah. So for her, I think that she definitely inspired me to keep going within the modeling industry, and she's a role model for me. Tyra Banks too, because she has all that body, and she's still
killing it.
Yes, she still became a supermodel with hips and big boobs.
Okay.
Yes.
And I like Eva. The only thing, I only can see her in one light because of the roles that she played.
Yes.
And it's hard for me to see her back as when she was on America's Top Model. Like,
yeah.
So I only see her as the Eva that shows in all the BET shows and stuff. And she be doing her thing. She do.
She does. I like that she was able to switch up though.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes people, they try to keep you in a box and they think that you can only do one thing. But Eva showed that you can. You know, she went from modeling, even though she was on a TV show and that kind of still is acting, she was a model and now she's a certified actress. You know what I'm saying? So I love the switch up for her.
Okay. Well, okay, what's up, boo?
Okay, so speaking of music, I really love India Arie. I love her everything. Just her aura, the way she speaks, the way she sings, the way she lives her life. It's very authentic. And that is what's missing in the music industry these days, is authenticity. And I hate that, you know, I mean, her career, she's had a great career. She's kind of phased off into the background a little bit.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of ignorance, you know, at the forefront now. But,
With the blink of the eye, okay.
but she's still amazing. She's still seen, and I really do love her. And not a woman, but I love Prince, and I just want to put that out there. He's my number one top musician of all time. Just his whole career.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's a complete musician from beginning to end. He's just the full package to me.
Okay. So, and I want to ask too, like, if you guys wasn't doing what you're doing now, what else would you do, or what would you rather do? Think about it a little bit.
I should have been thinking about
that. That's a good question.
Is there something that you guys used to do before modeling and before singing?
I'd probably be a dancer. I'd probably still be doing ballet. I did ballet for 10 years.
Oh, because when you said dancing, I ain't think ballet. I thought you
No, ma'am.
You know, I did. Ain't that what you thought?
No, ma'am.
I was alone.
Ballet. You look like a ballet dancer.
Oh, wow.
I can see that.
Yeah, I'd probably still be doing that.
So you used to be a ballet dancer? How old were you?
I started when I was 5. I ended when I got in high school.
Really?
Yeah, so because I wanted to be a cheerleader, and my mama was like, pick one, because I'm not paying for both.
I know that's right.
So I said, okay. I wanted to be a cheerleader, but that was the worst mistake of my life. Like, I should have stayed in ballet.
Oh.
Yeah.
The little thing. Okay, come on. What would you rather do? Or what would you be doing?
I would probably be a teacher. That's what I went to school for. And I did it for several years.
Let me find out you gonna have your students calling you Glakeisha.
Miss
Glock.
That's funny.
I'd be like, tell your teacher I'm not gonna play with her.
But
I'm not.
Look, they know not to play with me.
Oh,
period.
Look, I heard that. With a name like that, they shouldn't.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
But yes, that's probably what I would be doing. I would be teaching.
Okay. Now let's go to the future a little bit. So where do y'all see yourself, like, within the next, let's say, 5 years? Is this something that, like, is this a career that you guys both want to stay in and continue, or is this something that you want to go off into? Like, because I've seen a lot of artists and models that have, like, you know, clothing lines or perfume. You know, singers have different, go into acting. So is this it, or just the beginning?
Just the beginning for sure.
Okay.
I definitely want.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I definitely want to go further in the industry. Okay. I think that modeling is just a a starting point for me. I have gotten my feet wet with a bit of acting lately, so I definitely see myself in the next 5 years. I want to star in a movie.
Oh, come on with it.
Yes. Yeah, I want a starring role. I want to be in a movie.
Oh, that I can see that.
Thank
I
you.
can really see that.
Yes.
You be working them though, Flukes. We're gonna come back to that in just a minute because I be seeing you, honey. You be working it.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead.
Why did I forget the question?
I did too. I was hoping you remember what I said. Go ahead.
Oh my goodness.
That was the nod. Go ahead. I don't know what I asked you.
We're thinking future.
Yes.
Okay, I see myself with all the seeds that I'm planting right now. I see myself really just being an advocate and helping a lot of independent artists because if you really look at the music industry, it's kind of moving away from the signing a deal with labels. And artists want more freedom. They want to be independent, but they don't have the resources. They don't have the finances. You know, that's really all a label is a loan company. And so I just see myself really helping and providing the resources and the finances and everything for that for artists.
And now you say you are a producer too.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about that. So is there a certain like group you want to work with, or do you want to do groups? Do you want to produce any and everybody? Let's dive into y'all.
I can't even say any and everybody because
She said, if you in this box, you come with me.
I mean, if you're not talented, you're just not talented. You know,
Oh,
and I'm just not gonna.
I knew that soft.
I'm not
I knew that
gonna
soft voice
waste
had
that
some real
time.
raw in there. I knew it.
But yeah, I'm open to work with different artists. I like different genres of music. I'm not super limited. It just depends on the content of it, you know, and the talent.
Oh, okay.
For
Look,
sure.
So if you talented, okay, is what Real K said.
And I'll let you know.
Picture rather want me cause he know what's gonna happen.
What's up, world? It's your girl Tpretty Smile in the building with another great sponsor today. So today we got Miss Glockisha in the building.
Not the little one.
All right, so Glockisha, let's talk about your business because I see you got some Crocs on the table today.
Yes, ma'am, honey.
So let's talk about it. So you also do Croc shoes where I have seen like multiple different designs.
Yes.
Like I've seen some bedazzled. You hear me?
Yes, ma'am. You know I gotta come with the bling.
Okay. So tell them a little bit about what's your brand called and what all you sell.
Yeah, so my brand is called Young Lion. I started in 2017. I customize Crocs, clothing, and accessories, as you can see.
Oh, wait. So you do accessories too?
Yes. I make bracelets, earrings, necklaces, all kind of stuff.
Okay. So I got a few questions because I'm sure they want to know.
Yes.
So what sizes do you go to in shoes? Like, are you doing kids and adults?
Yes, I can do any size.
Oh, hey, y'all
Any
big feet
size.
people, she got you. She got you.
Yes. And I can do tennis shoes as well. I'm not just
Really?
Crocs. Yes, I'll be premiering some Air Force Ones this weekend.
Oh, I know them gonna be hot.
Thank you.
Okay. So now you also have pants on the table. So do
Yes.
you also have like a separate clothing line, or is this all within the same?
It's all within the same. As part of Young Lion, I just love to customize things, and so the Crocs, the clothing, and the accessories is just all in one.
I like that. Now
Thank
you also, to me, this looks more like cake, AKA people.
Yes.
Holla.
I love
So-
AKAs.
Okay. So you also do kids, and with clothes now, are you also doing kids clothes too, or just adults?
Yeah, so actually when I started Young Lion, I started off doing kids clothes. It was really influenced by my son. And so, because I used to make him customs all the time, and people used to always ask me to make them some. So that's really how I started my business. And as I grew, I just started making adult clothing, and it just went from there.
Okay. Now I've been dying to ask you about this jacket.
Okay.
Did you do this jacket? Because
Yes.
it's hot.
Thank you. I did make this jacket.
That is nice.
Thank
I'm
you.
liking that.
Yes, I appreciate it.
Y'all, shout out to Glock over here. Tell them how can they make an order? How can they reach you? Like people need to get in contact with you because these is hot.
Absolutely. You guys can reach me on any platform. Facebook, Instagram, I'm under Haisha Nicole. That's HAYISHANICLOE. Haisha Nicole.
Okay, aka the Glock. Okay. Okay, so I want to ask you another question. When was the first, like, when did you know you can sing? Like, when did somebody say, you know, girl, you can sing? Like, when did you know, like, I got something I'm working with here?
I don't think anybody has ever really told me that. because I started off primarily as a music producer. And so the only reason why I ended up singing is because I didn't have anybody else to sing my music
Wow.
or rap it.
Oh wow.
And so just becoming an artist just kind of happened, you know? But I think I can sing, you know?
Yeah, you can sing.
I appreciate it.
That's the story. Look, I would have never known that. I thought you've been singing like
Same.
that right. Like that's what you've been doing. That's what you started off like.
Well, like, you know, choir growing up in church because your mom made you.
Girl, talk
You
about
know,
it.
stuff, you know.
A good hymn.
Like
I know
that,
what you're talking about.
I didn't just come out saying, I want to be a singer. No.
Nah.
It was never like that.
What about you, Glock? Like, did you always have like that confidence? Like, I'm cute and I'm about to shut these hoes down. Like, have you always had that like confidence where you know, like, I'm gonna be a model or like this is something I want to do?
Honestly, no. When I was younger, I always wanted to be a model, but I went to a few model castings and I was told that I was too short. And so they really discouraged me early in my life, and I, let that dream go, honestly. That's why I pursued teaching, because I wasn't, even thinking about modeling at the time. But then I had a cancer scare, and it really pushed me to just go for the things that I've always wanted to do. And ever since I just put myself out there, I actually recorded a song. I'm not a rapper or anything like that, but I did record a song and I performed it. So many opportunities start coming my way. The modeling, fashion shows, all things just came from me putting myself out there. So I wasn't always confident, but I have always thought I was pretty. I've always thought that about myself and knew that I did have dreams to do more, but it wasn't always there. I'm glad it's here now, though.
Yeah,
Yes.
most def. Okay. Now, with being a brand ambassador, how did you get into that?
So, me being a brand ambassador just came from me being a content creator. I've been on social media for a long time. And like I said, I've always thought I was pretty. So I've been a selfie girl. I've always loved to take pictures. And so a brand reached out. They just saw my pictures on Instagram. A brand reached out to me, and they asked me to model some of their clothing. And I did that for them. The pictures performed well on social media. And so then they asked me to be in a fashion show. And then when I did the fashion show, I received several
Opportunities?
Yes, partnerships, basically, just from being in the fashion show. And that's basically how it's come about, just social media, taking pictures.
Okay, look, go ahead and name drop. Who you, some of the people that you work with?
Yeah, so one of the brands that I've most known for working with is No Flukes. You mentioned them
Shout
earlier.
out to
No
Flukes.
Yeah, so he was one of the first people I modeled for, but the person that actually discovered me, his name is Frank Rashad. He is a rapper, but he also has a clothing line as well. He does a lot. He's very talented. So he's the one who found me on social media and asked me to model his clothing, and then asked me to be in his fashion show, and I just kind of took off from there.
Okay.
Yes.
You done blew up.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you so much. Shout out to Hood Hippie Culture. Shout out. And also Hard and Hustle.
Okay. I want to ask you both, what are some challenges that you've experienced that kind of have, like, I don't want to say troubled you, but you've blossomed from? So, like, you've learned from. Like, you took that challenge and you ate that, and now you can look back and say, I was going through some shit then, but now, like, I'm glad I did, because it prepped me for who I am now. Yeah. So what are some challenges that you faced?
It's deep. I'm thinking. It's real deep.
Y'all, tell y'all we really raw. Like, they don't know what I'm gonna ask when they come on. So I'm telling y'all, this is gonna be good. So let's talk about it.
Okay, so I'm gonna do in music and then out of music.
Okay.
I'm just gonna separate it really quick. In music, the not feeling good enough because I'm a woman, and also not feeling good enough, well, because me being a woman, not feeling like I'm receiving the same opportunities that a man would as often. It's like I have to go out and search more for opportunities when, like, you know, old boy can just open a beat store. The beats ain't even good. And he making money. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I have to literally go out and search for, you know, clientele and stuff like that. That's a challenge, you know, in music. Out of music, being comfortable, being authentic. Because naturally, I'm just kind of awkward, but in a good way. It's not a, it's, you know, it's, I don't see myself as shy. I don't see myself as, like, you know, mild-mannered or anything. But just being comfortable, I had to grow in that. Like, it's okay to just be yourself. And then if people don't accept you, that's fine too. Like, you know, that's been challenging for me. I'd say.
What about you, Glockisha? I mean, you mentioned something earlier too, like
Yes,
just now about
your
your cancer scare. Yeah.
Yeah, that too. I was going to mention my height again.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Because that was a challenge for me. I lost. Well, to me, I don't think I really lost any opportunities. I felt like I did, but in hindsight, I didn't. But I did get discouraged by that. You know, being told that I couldn't do this type of modeling or this type of modeling because of my height. That was a challenge for me to get over, and once I got over that, the opportunities start flooding in. And then the cancer scare as well. You know, my health has been a challenge for me, my mental health as well as my physical health, and so that's something that I'm actually still going through. You know, mental health is an ongoing battle. It's you don't just take a pill and you're healed. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I still face to this day. I just think that trying to stay grounded and focused and putting myself first actually before my career, you know, helps me to do better in my career by just taking care of myself first and trying to stay focused, you know.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You're right. Mental health is I feel like we don't talk about it enough.
We don't.
We shy from. We want to put it on the rug, or we want to say, "Boy, you crazy," and don't know the person really is. You know, got some things going on.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to cover the episode soon.
Yeah.
But I also want to know, like, what's y'all's daily. I want to ask y'all daily routine. That's why I want to ask something more deep about y'all. When it comes to, like, being a female again in the industry, is there something that that you think that you have to kind of separate yourself from your regular self, if that makes sense? So what I'm trying to say is, like, when you have like Viola Davis, for example, just throwing her out there. Love you. When you have Viola Davis, like, sometimes she has to separate herself from her character from who she really is. Do y'all feel like you have to do that in y'all's lane that you're in? Like, do you have to separate Glockisha from, you know, from who you truly are?
I feel like I definitely do. When I perform, when I go on stage, I'm a different person. You know, like Beyonce, she explained in the interview before where she, like, when she's gone on stage and she's getting ready to perform, it's like, you know, it's a different energy. You know, she switches to Sasha Fierce. It's the same thing for me. I'm Haisha now, but when I'm on stage, I'm Glock. You know what I'm saying? And it's two totally different people. You know, the way I rap and the way I present myself in that manner is different than I think than who I really am. And then, you know, when I tell people, like, yeah, I have a few rap songs, or I tell people I'm an artist, and they'll be like, oh, you sing? And I'm like, no, I rap. They're like, you rap? You know. So I definitely think that it's a different persona that I put on when I perform. It definitely is a change.
Okay. Since Glock here, I think we're gonna try to get her to do some verses for us. But we you know, that's what I'm thinking. Oh. So really, okay, same question for you.
I used to separate the two, but I've been on this journey with God, and in our time together, He's been showing me that they're the same. Relly K and Relisha, they're the same person. Relly K is just an artist's name, you know, but all the authenticity that I put in my music and just in my career in general is Relisha. It's still, you know, it's Relisha. It's just labeled Relly K. Okay. So I don't really separate the two.
Okay, that's
I mean 24/7. You feel me?
I think it's cute that we both have Isha's names.
You know what they say about the niches. No, I'm just
What,
kidding.
what they say?
Nah,
Say that we're brilliant.
Period.
We're educated.
That's what I heard.
Top
That's
tier.
period. Period, poo. Look, I definitely thank y'all so much for like coming on the show. It really means a lot to me. I really wanted to know who y'all were behind the brand, being the model, being the singer. I definitely wanted to know who you are, more about you guys, because I'm always on y'all Instagram. Just like you know.
Thank
So
you so
I
much.
definitely wanted to know who y'all were behind. Y'all definitely gave that, like, and performance was top notch. I definitely just commend y'all and give you flowers while y'all here. Y'all are beautiful, talented, victorious ladies, and y'all definitely deserve flowers today.
Thank you so much. You
So-
too.
Oh, thank
Absolutely.
you.
Yes.
All right, well, y'all definitely tune in to our next show and go. I want to give them y'all handles because they need to know to tune in. How they need to download, where we need to be ordering from, and where they can get you on some clothes. Let's go.
Yes, you guys can hit me up anytime. I'm on Instagram and Facebook at Hayisha, Hayisha Nicole.
And Relly K on everything. RELLIKAY. You look it up, you'll find me everywhere.
She said I'm everywhere, period. Just type in everywhere and put her in and she there. All right, before we cut out, Glock, can you leave us with some verses before we leave?
Oh, I'm not ready.
You need a beat.
Oh, I tell
I
you
can't
what.
bang on the table. I was gonna say you need a beat. I got
Look,
you.
don't give one. But I tell you what, we gonna go ahead and go out to Rilla K jamming her song. Want to intro it before you get out?
Please enjoy this next song that you're gonna be hearing. It's called "Single" by me, Relly K.
Single. Real Raw, let's talk. We out.
Thank you, Tpretty, for having me on your show. This is my song "Single," and I hope you enjoy. I've always been alone. I want someone to hold, a man to call my own. Together we could grow, but he don't want that. You think that I'm so perfect until you see that I am not. But baby, I'm so worth it. Can you accept my flaws? Single, that's me. I'm single, but I don't wanna be single. Take me, I'm single. I've never had a boyfriend. I've settled for entanglement. Never sure of what they really meant. It's safe to be my friend, but he don't want that. I just want someone to love. I'm either too much or I'm not enough. Someone to help me through it all. Can you accept my flaws? Single, that's me. I'm single, but I don't wanna be single. Take me, I'm single. I'm single, that's me. I'm single, but I don't wanna be single. I need you to love me. I need you to love me. Thank you. I do this. I'm so sorry. I was supposed to be talking right there.